What do you guys think?
That was so fun.
That was fun. You're like so competitive.
I am.
Yeah. And you're like competitive, but I feel like you kind of like let us win. You're like, oh, okay.
I just didn't want any accidents, so I wasn't trying to like, you know, like bump into you guys.
The bumping part was fun.
That was actually really fun. Like the last round, we're like, oh, this is a competition. Okay, speaking of competition, do you feel like you guys were competitive growing up?
I feel like for us, it was more like the media wanted us to be competitive with each other, or they would compare us, or they would compare our like, you know, how we looked, right? Like our bodies,
okay,
like that.
But like work-wise, not really.
No, I think our markets are very different, especially now. Like I think like we both have come into ourselves.
Yeah.
And our characters are quite different.
Yeah. Do you feel like, I mean, you might joke that like you knew that she wanted to be a ballerina, but did you ever hope when you were younger that your older sister would become a ballerina?
Okay, I didn't think she would become a ballerina. But yeah, I feel like like when she started her brand, I feel like I knew that she was going to do that.
Because she's always had like an entrepreneurial mind, or just because I feel like you're someone who has a passion and you like run for that and you want to get that to the very end and you want to get that message out.
Yeah, and I think I'm just the type of person that I'm like constantly thinking about like new ideas and new things to do. So I think that's just me. I think I get that from my dad actually a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like you're the kind of person who needs to be able to follow her dreams versus like going.
But I also feel like it might be like a generational thing. You know what I mean? Like I feel like people in our generation, like they tend to like want to do their own thing, like or
and it feels more
their
possible to do that now. Yeah. What about you? Did you think that Irisa was going to do what she's doing now? Like she's doing a lot of social media.
I mean, like I knew that she always, when she was younger, she wanted to be, or you know, when she was a couple years younger, she had the dream of becoming like the Victoria's Secret model back when it was still cool, right?
Yeah.
And so I think,
a runway model.
I have to say, like, I think she kind of like followed what she wanted to do.
But I mean, I'm sure within like you guys hanging out and being with each other, you've also seen moments where she has not felt the most confident, because you were sharing earlier that rejection is not the best thing to feel, right? Like when that happens to her, how are you there to encourage her?
I mean, I remember like this one time when it was this one specific agency. She went to see them hoping that they would sign her, and then they came back and they were like, oh, you need to be skinnier. And I actually got really like almost like angry. I was like why? You know, like I feel like she already looks good enough. Like, you know, why do they feel like they need to change her? And so I was just kind of like keep going at it. And even now, like you know,
she still pushes me to like
like I like try to find like the other agencies for her. I'm like, oh, look at this one. Like they're like more diverse. Like you should try and like talk to them. Or, you know, so,
So say one day one of you guys had to move elsewhere. Like, do you think that, what would you do to maintain the relationship if you guys had like a long distance sibling relationship?
We've actually done that before.
Oh, for how long?
And I think it actually works better. Like I actually think it works better when we don't live together.
Like separation makes the heart grow fonder?
Yeah. I think when I realized that when we're not together, like we talk way more.
Yeah.
Well, now I don't feel that way though. Like when we were not in the same country, but like I feel like we don't talk that much now because she doesn't live with me now.
No, but now I feel like we text more.
Do we? I don't feel that way.
No, but
I feel like I can go like 2 days without talking to her.
Okay, but she's also the
2
one
days
person.
Is not a lot, is it? Is
it's
it
quite long for me to like not talk to her.
Wow. You guys
like
have
random things though.
Okay.
And like I literally see her the most.
Yeah.
Like she would come over we would see each other 3-4 times a week.
Would you say that, like, if something happened in your life, be it like monumental or not, like, you guys would be the first people to call? You would call her first, and she would call you first to tell each other about these things?
Yeah, I mean, she knew that I got engaged way before anybody else.
Oh, even before your parents?
Even before my parents.
Wow.
It was like.
I mean, she called me right away, and I was like, bro. I was like, don't want to answer this call right now.
When I got engaged, the first person I called was my brother as well. Surprisingly, because I was like, oops, I should have called mom. But oh well, yeah. That's a really good relationship you guys have.
Yeah.
That's great.
We're ride or die. That's what we call each other.
That's why we're here today. But okay, we have one little section next that's really fun. It's my truth or drink section.
Okay.
Just gonna leave it there.
Where are we drinking?
You shall see. I love that you asked.
Oh, it's
Shall I go show you?
Oh no.
It's probably something gross.
I'm so kind. I would do something like that. Okay, we can head over and
Okay.
check it out.
Alcohol.
No alcohol. Maybe. Okay, so as you can see, this lovely, you can look at this.
Oh, okay.
This spin the bottle, we've made it so that once you spin and it lands on there, there's going to be a question.
Yeah.
And after you listen to the question, if you do not want to answer this question, you can drink my love potion. Do you guys want to know what's in it?
哇，呢個係豉油啦，呢個好似 hot pot 啲 sauce。
No. Okay, so the dark
Oh,
one,
there's coffee.
there is. It has coffee powder, CC lemon, Worcester sauce, Tabasco, and Parmesan grated cheese.
If I have stomach ache, I'm gonna blame you.
Who made this? I didn't make. I know it's you. I can see you. Okay, the light one has also Tabasco, Japanese pepper, melon milk.
呢個喎。
Yeah.
Melon.
How does it look like melon?
Yellow mustard and sparkling
But this actually
water.
doesn't smell that bad. Like I
try
could
it.
drink
All
it.
right, just
Whatever.
try it.
I'm not gonna drink it.
It could be good for digestion. So, okay, we are going to do it one by one. And there is an option that says spin again for Grace, which means if you land on there, you can spin again, then I have to answer the question.
Okay.
But, you know, this won't happen, right? 'Cause it's not fun.
Spin
didn't
again
know
for
that. It's
Grace.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Okay,
Kayla
I'll
can go first.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What does those foes mean?
I don't, oh, those, whoa.
What's that?
Oh, awkward
Oh,
moments.
that's not that
I
bad.
don't-
Okay, you want to read it yourself?
Yeah. Is it just? Oh, is there multiple?
There's one.
Oh, there's one. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Tell us about the worst date you've ever had and show us his or her photo.
Wait, that's not nice. You shouldn't be showing people's photos.
Maybe you can just describe the worst one then. Maybe I think that's good enough. Are we okay with that? You might not have a photo. Plus, it's a privacy issue.
Oh, okay. I know. Okay.
Okay.
This was when I dated guys, and I went
That's such a bad start.
I went on a movie date with this one guy, and I was like, still in high school.
Okay.
And then we were at the movies, and he came and kissed me, and I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. You know why? Because he had, and then I asked him after, I think he had like a garlic pasta.
Oh.
So his breath was like super garlicky, like the rest of the night. But it was like our first time, like on the date.
I feel like
and
that's
kissing.
not that awkward though.
No, but it was also awkward with this guy another time when I went to a ball, and I was trying to break up with him, and he literally chased me out of the high school. And I was like, don't go. It was like a movie. It's like, don't go. And I was like, no, like I need to go.
And like people were
And
there and they saw.
I just walked away. Yeah.
Okay, you pass. Okay, Irisa. I hope you get, what did you want her to get? Sex life?
Yeah.
Might land on there.
Good job.
That's
Manifestation. I like it.
No.
No.
Awkward moments though. I don't have it.
You can't.
Oh.
Let me see. Okay, can we read it out
How
loud?
short was the shortest sex?
And describe the experience. Probably easy to remember because it wasn't so long. Like the whole,
Short.
how many minutes? Seconds?
But I feel like I don't really notice it.
Like you're not gonna time it, right?
Yeah.
But like,
It was probably like 2 minutes. Maybe like 5 max.
That's so short.
she's moving it up to sound less. So
Oh.
2
Well,
minutes.
Well, it's not like she has to reveal who it is, so it doesn't.
No,
No, but I know who it is. I don't really, there's not really a description, but like, I feel like because he was kind of like inexperienced, or like not inexperienced, but like he hadn't had sex that many times before that.
It's so uncommon.
So it was like
so
vibe because he was like turned on.
You don't know who it is.
And then it just.
No. She never talk about sex.
Which is really why you wanted her to answer this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was inexperienced. We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah,
So,
I think so.
did it get better eventually?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Final one is, do you guys remember the first person you said "I love you" to, and you meant it? You don't have to say too much about that.
Wait, you mean like as in like outside of our family?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure, I remember. My first boyfriend.
And you meant it too, right? Because
Like at the time, that's what I thought love was. So yeah.
I feel like every time I say I love you, it means something different
Yeah, I agree.
with a different person.
and the stage that you guys are in.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's it. That's a wrap. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I still wanna know these
That was
questions.
fun.
You can take all of them home. All right. Thank you so much for being on this episode.
Sorry.
And to share about siblings and more about their relationship. And I'll see you guys next time. Like my older sister just teased me a lot. She used to draw on my face when I was sleeping. I woke up in the morning, she was like already hovering, like, oops. And then she ran away and I was like, something's up.
What does those phones mean? Clap back at your biggest hater. My biggest hater? I don't really have one biggest hater. I have a lot of haters.